Hey, what's going on dudes, it's Impulse and welcome back to another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. This time I've got a multi-battle for you where it's going to be me and Butch versus Red, who's also known as Alex, and Animo, who's also known as AK. So we kind of had a leader versus curator battle over at PokeTubers Battles and Trades, which the links will be down in the description for. And as you can see from the teams, I'm going to be bringing a Snorlax, Lycanroc and Tapu Bulu. Butch will be bringing a Klefki, Flygon and Tapu Koko. Alex will be bringing a Ninetales, Salazzle and Tapu Bulu, and AK will be bringing that little fish thing, what I don't know the name of, Comfort and Raichu. So we're going to jump straight into the battle. If you're new around here, definitely hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let's get into the action. So AK and Alex are issuing a challenge. Butch is going to send out Klefki and I'm going to send out Snorlax. Alex and AK send out Ninetales and the little thing called Opal. So Alex is going to take the initiative and make a switch straight away. He goes out into Tapu Bulu to try and set up and help out his partner. The grassy terrain is going to come up and that's going to be a little bit of a problem, but not too much because Klefki is rocking dual screens. It's going to set up the light screen first turn because obviously Ninetales was in, and I'm going to set up a belly drum. I've got a really awesome set on this Snorlax. Gonna go to +6 and then eat this berry. That's gonna restore me all the way back up to full as it recovers 50% of your maximum HP. Opal's going to go for a soak, turning Klefki into a water type, but that's not going to be too much of a problem as it sets up a reflect. Now because Klefki is a water type, Tapu Bulu is going to be able to go for a Horn Leech. That's going to be super effective and it's going to do a lot of damage, but it's not going to be able to take it out. And I'm going to make a mistake and go for Earthquake. Unfortunately, I didn't know at this point that grassy terrain halves the damage of Earthquake, but that's something that we checked during the battle after realising it did such little damage. And yeah, I'm not going to make that same mistake again. Opal's going to get the counter off. It's not going to do too much though, considering how little damage I did overall. So the terrain's going to heal us up a little bit, which is pretty good. Butch is going to bring in his Flygon. He goes for the Rock Slide to try and get a flinch on either of them. But it doesn't work out and Snorlax is going to receive a Horn Leech. Thanks to the reflect though, it's not going to do as much as he'd like. And Snorlax is going to be able to return fire with a Body Slam. Obviously at +6 attack, it's going to take it down with ease. Meanwhile, Opal tries to use a Toxic on Snorlax to try and whittle it down, but unfortunately it misses, so that's really good for us. Alex decides that Flygon's a bit of a threat, so he switches out into his Ninetales. Butch sees the play and decides to switch out into Tapu Koko. We're able to switch up the terrain, and AK is going to go for a switch of his own. He brings back Opal and decides to go out into his Comfy. Ninetales is going to go for the Blizzard, but Snorlax, being a nimble beast, dodges it. It does some decent damage over on Tapu Koko, but because we've still got the screens up, it doesn't do as much as he needed. Snorlax is going to go for the Body Slam on that incoming Comfort and it's going to take it out with no problem. So AK decides to take advantage of the electric terrain while he's got his surfing. And he uses Brick Break, which is going to shatter both of the screens and do a nice amount of damage to Snorlax. Butch decides that Ninetales is a bit too much of a threat and he goes for the Thunderbolt. Boosted by the terrain, it's easily going to take it out. Thankfully Snorlax lived this turn, so I'm able to get the recycle off. That's going to bring the berry back that I used earlier in the game, and we're going to be able to use it instantly. This is going to recover 50% of my maximum HP, which is a pretty awesome combo. You've seen all 4 moves now, you've seen the little cycle that I can get into. It can be really threatening. So Alex is going to send out Salazzle. Butch sees what's going to happen here. Knowing that Flygon resists the poison type attack, he switches into it, Raichu is going to try and take down Snorlax yet again, but even without the screen it's not going to do enough. Salazzle goes for that Sludge Bomb as we predicted, and it's going to get a crit and do a nice amount of damage, but unfortunately Snorlax didn't go down to Raichu's attack, which means that I'm going to be able to fire off a massive +6 super effective hit on both of their Pokemon. That's obviously going to take them down. And all that's left is Opal. So we're not going to play any games. Butch goes for a Dragon Claw. Get as much damage on this thing as we can, and I'm going to go for the Body Slam. Even after the Flygon's Dragon Claw and a +6 Body Slam, it doesn't go down. It's able to get a counter off, and that's going to take Snorlax down. Unfortunately, it's not going to survive the remaining onslaught of attacks as I bring in Topper Bulu. I'm just going to hit the Horn Leech, and that's going to be the end of the game. So good game everybody who was involved. Remember, if you want to battle me in the future for the channel, go ahead and drop that in the comments section below, and I'm sure we can get something set up. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Impulse191. If you've enjoyed this video or learnt something useful, don't forget to mash like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters!